Hi everyone, welcome to MarikaCreations. Today I will share with you 2 trash to treasure DIYs, and there are stuff that was meant for the trash, either by me or by somebody I know, and I love to turn things into treasures to fit into my home decor. So let me inspire you, let's do this. For my first trash to treasure, I need this piece of cardboard that I found out in the garage, and loads of jute twine and some fabric as well, but at this point I didn't know what fabric to use. So I start off by marking 7 centimeters wide. I will cut a strip of this cardboard, like you see me do there. What I will make today is a small box with a cute little lid. So I'm just taking the length that I think I want at this point, and now I'm trying to make it more pliable, to make it more round. And I will use this ball as my template, and then I know how much I need to cut off, just a slight overlap. And now I'm here again measuring the same length as the one I already cut out, but now one that is 5 centimeters width and one 2 centimeters, and I will put them on top of each other like you see me do there. But first I will just hot glue them together. I will use the ball to keep it the round shape, and then I will take the 5 centimeter and put that on top of that one, and then the 2 centimeter. There's no science really, I just wanted them smaller and smaller to create a more rounded shape of my little box. This video is also part of a challenge, Useful DIY Challenge April 2021, and it is hosted by Mom over at Mom Does Life Handmade, and her co-host is Eileen from The Hearts DIY. And if you're not familiar with these ladies and their channels just yet, be sure to jump on over right after this video and check out what they have to offer. I will leave links down in my description box to the channels, as well as to the playlist of this challenge, so you can get loads and loads of inspiration how to turn trash into treasure. I've also cut out some round shapes using the same ball as my template, and now I have the box and my 3 pieces, and it's time for the jute twine. And what I will do now is to just secure it with some hot glue, and then I will start wrapping the jute twine all the way around my, what do you call it? My little box. It's not a box yet, but my creation, I could say. And I'm just wrapping and wrapping and wrapping. It took a while, but it's quite meditative. Once done, I'm just cut the jute twine off and attach what's left with some hot glue on the inside there. And now it's time to take a big needle and start weaving. And here I'm just wrapping 5 times around my creation, just to know approximately how much twine I need for the first weaving section. So what I'm doing here is I am taking 5 strands of jute twine, going under them, and 5 going over, etc., etc., weaving my way around. And I'm doing just exactly the same for 5 laps around my creation. Once 5 laps are done, I do just the opposite. Where I went over, I go now under. So it will look like small squares. And it looks like this when it's done. Beautiful, isn't it? And now it's time to put the bottom on my piece, and the bottom circle is just slightly smaller than the other circles I made, just a couple of millimeters. And here you see me attaching a piece of fabric, green linen fabric, and I'm just hot gluing into place, and the sides of it as well, just holding it down. And once dry, I just cut off the excess fabric like so. And then it's time to put it in place, and just hold it there and just put loads of hot glue all the way around. And I need to make the bottom pretty, and I do that with some jute twine. I take just long pieces, 3 of them, and I will braid them. Once my braid is done, I take some hot glue and hot glue it into place, like you see me do there. But I don't have enough for the entire bottom of my piece, so what I will do, put a piece of fabric right in the center of my piece on the bottom there, and hot glue that into place. And then for a nice finish, I will put the rest of the braid on top of the fabric, the edge of the fabric. You will see what I mean. I wanted to get a nice finish on the inside of my little basket slash box, so I'm just putting a thinner nautical rope on the inside there, just hot gluing it into place. Now it's time for the lid, and I start off with a white linen fabric and hot glue that into place, and do just what I did with the other one, hot glue the edges. But this fabric was way too see-through, and let's see that, you could see the hot glue really. So I decided to go for the same fabric I did on the bottom and just put it on top there, and then I will edge it with this nautical rope. This is the bottom of my lid, so this will not be visible when the lid is closed. The nautical rope is there to keep the lid in place. Now I'm taking the same linen fabric, the white one, and I'm just cutting off the edge of it, which already had a nice finish and it was hemmed already. I chose a width of approximately 4 centimeters. And here I am, still on the one that I put the bottom part of the lid, and I'm just putting this linen fabric on the edge, letting most of it hang out, and I'm just pleating it. You see what I'm doing rather than me trying to explain? I think that's easier. Once I'm done, I will put on the third circle that I have already put some green fabric on. I just hot glue it into place. And there we go. And I just need a little knob now. And I found in my stash a piece of jute twine that I already did some macrame knots on. Just make it nice and neat, turn it into a circle and hot glue it into place. And here we are. Here is my finished little box. I think it's adorable. What do you think? Can you imagine? It's made of cardboard and just jute twine and some scrap pieces of fabric. And here is how it looks on the inside. Just put a little flower there as well. My second trash to treasure, I have this lamp foot that I got from my sister-in-law. She was about to throw it away. I said, no, I can do something with that. So I start off with some white color mixed with baking powder to make it stick and get somewhat of a texture. If you're new to my channel, hi, I am Marika, and on this channel I do lots of DIYs, thrifting, decorating, renovation on my home, some pottery, some painting, anything creative really. Please join me, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and let's be friends. But I didn't think the texture was enough on this piece, so I just took some sand that I had on hand and I'm just sieving it through a mesh to get rid of the bigger grains, like so. And then I'm just mixing it with my white paint and just smear it on. I like that texture. It looks so good. It's maybe very hard for you to see since it's white, but it's a lot of texture there. Just needed one coat and then I just set it aside to dry, and meanwhile I will focus on the lampshade. This is what I got from my sister-in-law, and probably the reason why she was going to throw it away, because this is totally broken and I realized I can't use it. But I have this one from another lamp, but I can't use it on that one, so that is a no-go. But I can use it like that and make my own shade. And I wanted to go down about there, like 30 centimeters, and the diameter will be approximately 35 centimeters. And I'm thinking about using copper. And we have this big copper sheet that has been lying around in the garage, and it's been in this house probably for decades, and it's old and dirty, but I want to use that. I think it will turn out great. So the first thing I do, I have cleaned it a little bit, and I have this plate that is almost 35 in diameter, and I think it's 33, and I just mark it, and then I take my special metal scissors and I will start cutting out the circle. This circle will be the top of the lampshade. It's quite tricky, it took a while, but it was worth it. Now I'm cutting out the side of my lampshade, which is 30 centimeters wide, and the length I just calculated. Diameter times pi is the circumference of my lampshade. And then I added a couple of centimeters because I wanted to overlap a little bit. So I ended up with 107 centimeters in length. Here I am trying to bend my copper sheet into a lampshade, just a little by little, not too much, a little at a time, so I don't get these very sharp like turns and edges. So I'm slowly getting there. I'm doing what I can to take it a little at a time. And I'm not a professional working with metal, as you can see. So what can I say? I do what I can and I use what I can. My body, things I found in the garage, like these paint buckets, etc., etc. And finally I got it. And here I am with the circle, the top of my lampshade, and I am marking out a 1.5 centimeters distance, just a few dots there, plenty of dots I would say. What I'm planning to do here to get my lampshade put together well, since I can't weld, don't have the knowledge, maybe we have the tools, but I don't know. I have to practice that. I will drill loads and loads of holes in my metal sheet here, and I will sew my lampshade together. You will see in just a minute or two. Here I am just drilling, and I have to just make indents before I drill, because the drill bit was just sliding across the surface, and this was much easier. And I will mark and drill holes in the side of my lampshade as well. And here I am with the two pieces, and I will start putting them together. You see all my holes, and there on the side I have put holes on one but not on the other, because I don't know just yet how much they will overlap in the end. And here I have two circles, one to put the metal thing there in the center to hold it onto the lamp foot, and the other one for sewing it together with the sides. And I started out here with a 2mm metal wire, and I was quite stubborn, I must say, but after half the way it took me such a long time, and it was not worth it, and it was not looking good because it was too thick to work with. So here I am. Later on I have done the whole thing with a thinner white metal wire, and it looks so good. And now it's time to sew the side together, and I have drilled holes right through the other holes so they can go all the way through. And I have 2 threads to work with. One is going down in the same hole that the other one is going up. So I make these kinds of stitches all the way. But you see what I'm doing than me explaining here again. It's much easier for you. Back to my lamp foot. It has dried and it looks so good. And now I'm sponging the surface with a black and a copper colored acrylic paint, just highlighting the texture a little bit. And it will go so good together with my urn and my bowl that I made in the same fashion just a couple of videos ago. We'll leave a link to that video in the description box in case you're interested. Et voila! Here it is! My creation, my lamp! I'm so proud of myself. It's the first time I've done such a huge job with metal. And I like the rustic texture there. You can still see that it has been through quite a lot. But we have a more industrial style home. And I think it fits right in. Tell me, what do you think? Did you have a favorite of my creations today? Let me know in the comments. Here you can see also I put a little metal butterfly on the neck of the lamp. You'll see it just right there. My daughter made it when she was little in school. If you like this video and videos just like this, be sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button for more inspirational videos. And if you feel up to it and want more inspiration, go down in my description box and hit that challenge playlist link. Thank you so very much for watching. See you soon again in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye.